This woman's name is Linda, a teacher who deeply loves the world of literature. Linda's 40 years old, but she is single and hasn't found the right person. One night, while withdrawing money from an ATM, a man tried to accost her. Linda thought he was a bad guy and immediately defended herself with a spray bottle. Braving the heat, the man, Jason, explained that he was a former student of Linda's who happened to be passing by and just wanted to say hello. He had moved to another city to attend college there. Feeling guilty, Linda offered Jason a ride home with her. They chatted and shared stories about themselves. Jason had returned to the city because his father had asked him to continue his studies there. Jason was also a writer, but no publisher was interested in his work. As a lover of literature, Linda was very curious to read Jason's writing. She asked for a sample of his writing, and Jason readily agreed to provide it later. The next day, Jason delivered his writing to Linda at school. Linda read it and was deeply impressed with Jason's work. Linda decided to find a producer for his script. Then, Linda proposed that Jason's writing be turned into a school play. She collaborated with Carl, the drama teacher, who also found the script compelling. They approached the principal for permission and support. However, the principal refused, citing the high cost and the inappropriateness of the script. Ultimately, they agreed to change the script without Jason's knowledge. The casting process began. Jason was slightly offended when an actor criticized his work. However, Linda managed to calm him down and rehearsals continued. Everything was going well until Jason's father showed up, opposing the project, wanting him to focus on law school. Linda defended Jason and invited him into the room. There, Linda tried to calm him down, but unsure of what was on his mind, he instead approached her with a kiss. Linda hadn't felt that way in a long time, and the atmosphere was supportive. Eventually, they made love for the first time. Since then, Jason had been constantly trying to repeat the act, but Linda refused and asked him to stay away from her. At the next rehearsal, Linda noticed Jason growing closer to a woman named Hallie. She reprimanded Hallie for not getting too close to Jason. However, moments later, Linda caught Jason making out with Hallie. Linda was furious and an argument ensued. However, the incident was unexpectedly recorded by someone. Trouble arose when the principal heard rumors that Linda was close to Jason. The rumor turned out to be Hallie's. Linda explained that Hallie had personal issues with her, perhaps because she forbade Hallie from being close to Jason. That's why Hallie spread the news around school and showed everyone the recording of Linda and Jason. But then another problem arose. Jason was furious when he learned that the script had been changed without his permission. Linda was distraught and decided to go home. Unfortunately, Linda had an accident and had to be rushed to the hospital. Surprisingly, the doctor who treated Linda was Jason's father. Although still upset with Linda, Jason's father remained professional and took good care of her. There they chatted, and Linda boldly revealed that she was close to Jason and had even been intimate with him. After the incident, Linda locked herself at home and was also fired from school. Carl repeatedly tried to contact her because the play wouldn't go on without her. Finally, the principal begged Linda to return, and he rescinded Linda's dismissal. Finally, Linda agreed to return and persuaded Jason to change the ending of the script. Jason repeatedly refused and asked Linda to leave him. Linda returned home and that night rewrote the ending herself. A few days later, the play began. A large audience arrived, including Jason's father. Linda was anxious about the outcome because of the many obstacles they had overcome. As the play reached its conclusion, Jason appeared disappointed. He approached Linda and discussed the ending. Soon after that, there was thunderous applause from the audience. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed the performance. On stage, Carl introduced Jason as the playwright. It was a major accomplishment after all the difficulties that had arisen. Even Jason's father was very proud of his son. He also praised Linda's performance in helping Jason. Since then, Linda and Jason's father have been seeing each other more often, albeit unintentionally. Jason's father finally musters up the courage to ask Linda out. He's been single for a while, and who knows? They might just click and start a relationship. Finally, the film ends.